Now, when schools reopen this Monday on the 8th of January, learners will be met with numerous challenges, including reduced subjects. Teachers maintaining their readiness to receive children returning to school. A spot check by KBC Channel 1 reveals a tough time bedeviling parents, among them high cost of learning materials. This as experts insist all will be well as CBC system fully kicks in this year.
An eerie silence meets me when I arrive at Donholm Primary School in Nairobi. The situation is, however, set to change when over 2,000 learners resume classes for first time this Monday. The new academic year will herald numerous changes in schools across the country.
I want to assure you that it is not a new world in our primary schools and the comprehensive schools. Because we have been assimilating ourselves to the situation of CBC for the last 7 years. So actually, this year will be a relief that we are not having an extra class being called 844. We are having full CBC. CBC is a curriculum where learners really enjoy what they are doing.
Top among them will be reduced subjects for learners as recommended by the Presidential Working Party on educational reforms. And according to the school's head teacher, Johnson Zioka, who also doubles as the Kenya Primary School Head Teachers Association KEPSHA national chairperson, rationalization of learning areas will reduce workload on teachers and learners.
So I think just like encouraging the learners to know that they are coming back to a more relaxed environment, the parents should also know that the stress which was being imagined into them is not there.
So how much is this one?
In a busy school uniform in Nairobi, I met Lucy Kahete, a parent of a grade 6 pupil, keen to fulfill her solemn duty to prepare her school-going children.
The uniform, I can say the rate. Of course, the rate is not the same like last year. I have bought them quite a little bit expensive. But all the same, we have to do it because the children, they have to go back to school.
And just like Lucy, Alan Mazigulu has also been purchasing books for his school-going children. But contrary to his expectations, the reduction of learning material has not been reflected on their shelf price.
Actually, in an ideal position, that ought to have been the case after the revision down from the old system of 844 and the migration into CBC. Personally, I was anticipating that the number of books, the number of subjects would drastically come down. They try to consolidate this particular one so that at the end of the day, I was feeling that maybe parents would have not to dig deep into their pockets to buy so many books that we experience right now.
Meanwhile, trouble is brewing following threats by junior secondary school teachers to down their tools starting this Monday. The teachers are demanding employment on a full-time basis, a call echoed by Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, KUPPET Secretary General Akelo Misori.
But at the same time, we are asking government to improve the terms of those junior secondary school teachers so that instead of them being discriminated on their amounts being paid for their monthly stipend, it be improved between 20,000 to 25,000.
He warns the government against what he terms subjecting education to casual laborers at the expense of learners.
We know we have got all the challenges that are there because the economy is not doing so well. But if we miss it in planning well for the environment where the learning is taking place, then we shall have lost an entire generation.
This, as National Parents Association Chairperson Silas Abuhasa, however, implores the teachers to give the government more time to address their demands.
I go by what the government wishes to do on this matter. Because if the same teachers are given permanent and perishable employment immediately and there's no money to pay them, they'll still again want to go on strike, that they're not getting pay. So we advise the teachers, one, if the government has given them internship, they should thank God first. There are many teachers who are trained and they have no employment. Many of them are trained. They're outside here, qualified. They are just waiting. Should these guys even go down their tools, if they can happen to do that? I can assure these intern teachers that if they go on strike and put the tools down, the tools down, by Monday morning, the government will have employed new teachers to take over their positions.
And with the 844 system well on its way out, analysts reckon the country is set to usher in a learning process with more uniformity.
We are able to speak about learning that is uniform, learning that has a similar curriculum running, that is from primary running to the junior secondary. I'm foreseeing that teachers now will be able to embark on research, being able to bring out the best ideas of CBC, being able to be competent enough to train our students to gain the competence that is required in the learning of this CBC curriculum.
Stakeholders also agree that despite challenges including insufficient number of teachers and infrastructure in schools, the country is well on course to achieve a seamless implementation of the CBC curriculum.
Right now, we were used to the 844 curriculum. Like for the one who is joining secondary school, he has just completed the 844 curriculum. And these ones who have joined, it has not even yet settled well. We can also feel it. But what we are praying is that they adapt.
There's been some challenges on the change of the syllabus, but now we expect, if it's fully effective and professionally effective, that things will be better.
For Sunday Express, I'm Joseph Wahungu.